friends, welcome back to my channel. Believe it or not, we have another trash talk to do. I don't know what's going on, but we just seem to be on like a real kick with the start of the new year with using some stuff up. I have a lot of similar categories, so I'll go ahead and leave timestamps down below, and we'll start with wax that I have melted through. So I have been working on some 3 wicks for Bath & Body Works, and now that I have worked through those, I've started to focus back in on wax. I tend to kind of go through phases with each one of them. So I have 2 of the candles by Victoria, and I have to say, I'm really happy to report that I finally had some success. I have Vanilla Bean. This I figured would be like a very generic vanilla scent, like whatever, we'll melt it, it'll be great for Ben because he loves vanilla. No. This was so much more than that. This to me was very much of like a Vanilla Bean Noel type scent. Had a great throw in our bedroom. It lasted a really long time. I very much liked this, and I would definitely, if I was buying from Candles by Victoria again, would definitely get more of this. I'm still on the fence about if I would place any more orders because I've had so many misses compared to hits, but that one was great. I also had Oatmeal Milk and Honey. This one, it reminds me of Bath Time with Pooh, I believe is the one that I'd had similar to this. It, to me, reminds me of like rubber ducks or rubber toys that I would play with in the bath as a kid. And so this had a really good strong scent performance and it lasted a really long time, but it really wasn't my cup of tea, so I wouldn't buy it again. But if you're someone who likes this type of scent, it did perform really well for me. I also have the Sensationals Illusion, which is cedar, musk, and a touch of mystery. Basically men's cologne. I paired this with a men's cologne type candle that we were burning, and it paired really nicely. It was really strong, definitely enjoyable, but I am kind of over this type of men's cologne scent. Ben sometimes is drawn to them, second to vanilla only, and so I sometimes indulge him by getting this, but I could kind of do without a cologne-based scent. But if you're looking for good performance and you like the scent, this is definitely a good one for that. Then we have Better Homes and Gardens Holiday Edition Caramel Sugared Fig. Like, just look at that picture. This to me gave me such brown sugar and fig vibes from Bath & Body Works, and when I smelled it on cold, that's exactly what it smelled like, and I was so looking forward to using this. Unfortunately, when you melt this, this to me smells more like their Tea Time. I'm not sure if it's Better Homes and Garden or Sensationals who makes Tea Time, but it just is the exact same to me when I smell it. So I was kind of bummed about that, but it has a good scent performance. I just wouldn't go in if you were looking for that exact dupe. It smells like it on cold, but it translates differently when it's warmed up, so that was kind of a bummer. I also have the Glade Tree Lighting Wonder. Basically balsam fir, and this was great. We paired this with a balsam fir candle, and it was out of this world how intense this apartment smelled, like Christmas trees, but it was great. Definitely would pick these up. I think that either between Glade or Walmart, whoever has the cheaper version, it will work either way, so I did like these. The last wax item that I have is from Dessa's Homespun Scents. It's Fireside Hearth. This I didn't think performed all that great. It just didn't have a strong enough scent to it, and so I wouldn't get this scent again. I also didn't really love it, and it wasn't very strong. Okay, now on to some Impress nails. I have been trying to pull out and use nails that I've already used one set out of, and so I've been trying to just wheedle down the half boxes that I have. So I used up these oval or almond shaped nails. These are really, really pretty. I like these a lot. These are the kind of nails that they're not basic French manicure ones, but they have the same vibe. They're very neutral with a little bit of something special to them. So I like these a lot. I also used up these ones, which are absolutely gorgeous, but I feel like these weren't as durable as other Impress nails I have used recently. They just really tended to wear down and get a bit misshapen, more so than I'm used to them getting. So I don't know if I would buy this particular color again, even though they are absolutely gorgeous. And the last ones that I have are actually the ones that are on my nails right now. These to me are a nice winter nail. I think they're really, really special. They also came with another silver middle finger nail, but there were only enough for one round of those. So I just used an accent nail on my ring fingers, but did like those. I have a perfume. This is the English Laundry Perfume perfume. This I didn't have a lot in. I must have popped this out and poured it into a decanter or something. and then didn't have enough space but didn't go back and refill it. Finally worked through this. This is a really strong scent. I like this a lot, but I wouldn't buy it again. I think the English Laundry perfumes are bit overpriced for what they actually are. I have a hand product. This is the Julep Mighty Nail and Cuticle Serum. The idea behind this is like it's a clicking pen and it like produces product out of the tip. I like the idea of it, but I didn't think the product was that great or special, and I wouldn't buy it again. I didn't feel like it was making a lasting impact or change on my cuticles. I have a deodorant. This is the Clinical Strength Clear Gel Stress Response Deodorant. This is the one that had like Oprah's approval on it. I don't know if they still make this, because when I went to go buy another one of these, I couldn't find this exact same scent, so I got something different. So let me know if you've seen the Oprah ones lately at your stores, or if they've like severed their ties with Oprah. I have the Fortune Cookie soap, My Precious soap. This was not very durable. I went through it really, really fast, which pro con, not that bad, because I have a lot of soaps I'm trying to use up as of late, but I wouldn't buy this. I'm also getting rid of this like loofah that I got in my 12 Days of Christmas Fortune Cookie soap special box. I don't think I'm a loofah person. I can't tell if it's because I don't like loofahs or I just don't like this one, but pieces of this kind of came apart when I was using it, and I just don't really like the texture of it, so I'm just going to stick to my hands as my means to put body wash on my body. I used up this Palmetto Derma Rejuvenating Antioxidant Mask. I was using this as a once a week mask in the shower, and it's supposed to be like a cream-based mask with an exfoliant in it that you leave on your face, and then it scrubs away all the dead skin. I didn't find the scrubbing part of this really that great. It didn't have a whole lot of impact. I don't know if I just like a really tough scrub for my face and body, but I didn't like this. It also has an herbally scent to it, but I'm glad I at least used it because I've had it for a while. It came in a BoxyCharm and it was relatively pricey. I want to say it's like $50 for this. Definitely would not buy it. I have a Sephora mask. This is the Mud Mask Purifying and Mattifying. I have used a lot of samples of this, and I have to say I'm very tempted to buy a full size of it. I feel like it really has a good impact on my skin. I was having a strange like acne outbreak that I haven't had that severely in a while, which is probably not going to sound that bad to many of you, but for some reason I had like a little cluster of pimples right along here. I had one over here and then one on like the bridge of my nose. Again, not that bad, but for me, I've not had a breakout like that in a while. These masks I find only cover about like this part of my face, which I don't mind in the sense that I don't ever really break out on my forehead. So I applied this, and I'm telling you, it made such a difference to that breakout, more so than anything else I had been trying to use to clear it up. So I definitely am tempted to buy a full size of this, but I know I have so many masks right now that I can't. So I'm definitely just gonna keep getting samples of it as much as I can to like subsidize my need to not buy it. I have the Phytoferris. This is a intense nutrition mask. This is a super short mask. I feel like you just put it in your hair for 5 minutes. I don't feel like it was amazing, no different than what I use ordinarily in the shower, so I'm not gonna buy it, but I would definitely use a sample of it again. I have the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleansing Cloths. These, I have 2 of these. I used up just one of them. There were 10 cloths in here. These came attached to a couple of the skincare items that Ben had gotten for Christmas. He uses this skincare line, swears by it, loves it. These cloths I was really excited to use because when you pull them out, they are incredibly moist, and there's a lot of like definitely liquid to them. They don't dry out at all, but unfortunately I don't feel like they are the best for removing kind of like your tougher type eye makeup. So I'll use up the other pack of these, but I won't go out and buy them. I definitely think that it was just nice as a bonus item and not worth the money. I have the Burt's Bees Cleansing Oil with coconut and argan oils, normal to dry skin wash. This packaging is awful because you can't squeeze the plastic, and then the oil wouldn't come out of it, so it wouldn't be dispensed very effectively. So I had to pour this into my hands. This is a cleansing oil that I actually didn't hate. It definitely was something I was not using to remove makeup. I did that one time, but as per most cleansing oils, I have found that if I actually use it to remove my makeup, my whole vision gets messed up because of my contacts, and I don't feel comfortable taking my contacts out before I use it because my eyes, I've noticed after years and years of wearing contacts, my eyes are much more sensitive just because they're not accustomed to having to like fend for themselves, so to speak. They're used to having a lens over them. And so the issue is, of course, the oil clings to the lens, and so then you can't really see. So I don't think I would buy this if I wanted to use it personally for me as a lens wearer to remove makeup, but I did not hate this as like a nice nighttime to use to like wipe away anything that the cloth itself didn't take off. So I'm considering picking this up, which I never thought I would say about a cleansing oil. I also, of course, have the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. This stuff is my jam. I absolutely love it. Use these every day to clean my brushes. And the last three things I have are some hair products. First, I have our 2 conditioners. We used up the Pantene Pro V Ultimate 10 Beauty Boosting Formula. This is like a 10-in-1 multitasking, yada, yada, yada. A lot of claims. I don't think it does any of that, but I don't mind this stuff. I think it is nice. Pantene conditioners to me feel a lot like, almost like a deep conditioner, like a short-term hair mask. I do like these a lot. I have, I think, a few more in this particular cream one, but I did like it. Then there's the Suave Coconut Infusion Damage Repair Conditioner. This paired with the shampoo I talked about in my last trash talk. This stuff is also nice. Definitely didn't hate it. It is, again, on the thicker side. I think I am someone who really does like thicker conditioners because I have really coarse hair. The other thing that we have is this really shady looking Tresemme New Advanced Technology Luxurious Moisture for Dry or Damaged Shampoo. Ben predominantly uses this. I used to use this stuff a lot, and then this became like a dumping ground for us to pour shampoos into because we liked the pump on here. I do like shampoos that have pumps. And so we've had this in our shower for a really long time, but finally it is like getting a little funky looking, and it just, we're done with the product in here. So I'm really glad to have worked through that because this was really plaguing the progress of our shampoos because we just constantly were trying to work on this for a while before pulling in an actual additional shampoo. Alright guys, that is it for this trash talk. I feel like this is the year that we're going to see some substantial movement in the hoarding closet, which will be absolutely fabulous. But as always, I would love to hear from you, and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.